It was one of the more amazing things that's ever happened to me in nature. Never have I experienced that. When you're addicted to free flying as bad as I am, you start watching the weather, and I do it by taking a time lapse of the peak of the day. This is what everything looked like on Monday. Very doable. There was some streeting, there was some cloud tops indicating. The thermals didn't have all that much energy, but definitely enough to work with. Tuesday, no good. Wednesday, it was overdeveloped and a blowout. This was what I featured in my last video, the weather talk no-go. I just decided it wasn't worth going. I could have done it, but it wouldn't have been fun. So this is what Wednesday looked like. But look at what happened Saturday. Today, just now leaving the library, and I walk outside and I see this. We got banging cumies going off, buzzards soaring in the air. It's looking like beautiful dang day. I hadn't even looked at the sights yet, but I can tell that the winds are light, the clouds are staying together, nothing is getting shredded too hard. I was gonna go to the mountains. Some of my friends are going up there and trying some super long cross country mountain flying, and I really wanted to go, but I had to work at the drugstore this morning, and I've got to go to a wedding tonight. Some of my friends are getting married, got to do some real life kind of stuff. I can't be all fantasy flying extravaganzas, so you got to put in some real time with real people every now and then. But before the wedding, I think I'm gonna go up and do some thermal practice. Can't let myself get rusty before the big part of the season's coming up, so let's go do that. Ah, dang it, I got to repair a piece on the paramotor. Had an exhaust gasket issue, lost a nut and a bolt. Don't tell anybody. I put red Loctite on it this morning, so hopefully that shit stays now. I'm tired of dealing with the exhaust gaskets getting blowed. But let me go get this stuff rounded up. Catch you guys in the field. And the sky is banging. I'm just going up to fly around, do some thermal practice. This is the peak of the day. 2:30, the peak is usually around 3 p.m. By the time I launch, it'll be the tippity top of the thermal activity. So I'm just gonna ride it out, and then I gotta get home, get showered, get changed, and get on the road for my friend's wedding. But priorities, you know? I've got a northwest flavor to the wind today, so I'm gonna go, I guess, over here to the airport. That way I've got some bailout options downwind. Don't really have a goal for the day. Just gonna go feel it out, man. I just got to feel it out. That's kind of the goal of today's flight. Good morning. It's a blue day today. First time I'm out looking at it. Looks like it's gonna be a good day. Light winds, no thermal markers though. Yesterday was a lot nicer because you could see the cloud streaks and it gave you a real good indication of where to go. Not today. So I'm really here to talk about the video. As you probably know, I don't video a lot of my free flying. But yesterday, when I was coring a thermal, I looked down, saw the phone, I thought, might turn it on and record a few minutes. It was such a good day, I was having such a good time. But I wanted to say that I've got something special coming. It's I don't want to say anything else. I hate leaving people in suspense, but hopefully by the end of next week, we should have a new angle on videoing and video making. And I may start doing more like thermal vlogging, I guess. I don't know. We're gonna see how it works out. Here's a little clip from yesterday's thermal session. Feel free to skip it if that's not your thing. So I'm sorry for the quality of the video, but here's a peek into what I really enjoy doing when the weather's right, and I didn't get quite enough of it as I would have liked yesterday. But congratulations, Christy and Kale, on getting married. My neighbors are married now. So congratulations, guys. Much love from the Oakley household. So enjoy it. You'll see me looking down at the camera over and over again. Actually, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm not that into myself. I've got my flight instrument laying right next to it. That's why you can hear the beeping so well. What I'm actually doing is looking down and checking the wind direction and the thermal center. Check out my face when I hit this thermal. On glide, looking for one. And then when I think it is, I hit it. Watch this. So I've climbed like 1,000 feet since I killed the motor. I killed it at about 600 feet. And I've just been playing around in these thermals. So while I was out flying, I set up the time lapse, and I thought that we could learn something by watching what a good day looks like. Just observing these clouds, watching where the lift is happening, where it's dissipating. Just give it a little study going up and down. And also, when I was talking about the peak of the day, well, right when the video starts is probably the peak of the thermal activity. And watch how it kind of comes through like a wave. You get all of this thermal activity, the clouds are boiling, and then it sort of just drifts off, and this blue hole kind of comes in behind it. And what happened, looking from my perspective in the air, was the shade that formed from these cumulus more or less shaded the ground and kind of cut the thermal activity off for a moment. So there's different perspectives to look at from the ground and from the air. It's neat to be able to go back later and study on it after I felt it. I hit one of the biggest rippers I've ever hit, man. It pulled all the flower buds off the plants down low, and I saw it coming. I saw it coming right at me. First time I've ever seen one like that. It's pretty dang neat. Thermal practice session. Turn this thing around. So hard to film and fly at the same time and keep an eye out for airplanes. I've got like triple concentration going on right now. Air's so nice. I'm starting to get a little cold though. I didn't wear my jacket. All right, y'all, call out. Oh, wow. That was a fun session. I don't know how long it lasted, maybe a half hour, a little more. Thermals were great. They were sticking together. I was able to ride this beautiful sky, but alas, I have to go do real life stuff. Oh, I just wanted to report something that never happened to me. It was like an amazing experience. The plants, some of the plant life had these little fuzzies that float around whenever the wind blows. I've seen some of these things I was talking about. Check them out. These little bits right here, a whole bunch of them were coming at me. Pretty neat. Yeah, make a wish and blow them, whatever those are. Well, those plus like the little petals from the plants, all sorts of debris. I was kind of coming in for like a low save type thing, and I was maybe 400 feet off the ground. I was right out here over a field, and I saw all this stuff coming right at me. I saw the thermal from above, and I saw the bubble coming at me, and I got ready, man, and that thing hit me, and I turned in it, and I climbed up like 1,000 feet. It was an intense one too, like a ripper, man, but I was right there on the top side of it coming down, and I met it head on. But being able to see it coming at me, that was the cool part. Never have I experienced that. I've had some indicators of thermal, a little speck of debris here and there that's moving around, but hundreds and hundreds of these little flowers were coming up, and you could see it like a wave on the sea kind of rising up. It was amazing. It was one of the more amazing things that's ever happened to me in nature. Right next to that time, a gigantic snow devil hit me head on. Boom. That was pretty cool too. But this one ranked right up there with that. Big damn thermal that was full of flower buds. Yeah, nice stuff. Well, y'all, I've got to go get to my real world duties, and I'll be back for more very soon. Hope you liked what little bit of a video that was. Hey, much love. Kyle out.